What's up, guys? Block 2 for Dominate. We have our casters Excel and Jack Frost. How you guys
Was
doing?
Hey there, friends.
uh pretty good.
Alright, looks like our game is getting set up. And then we will move on to the bands.
What game mode are they playing right now? We're doing tournament draft again?
Yes, I think we're doing tournament draft again.
Ah, yeah.
The randomizer
This will be
chose the tryhard version.
yeah, this will be an interesting one to watch. If for no other reason than the like wherever the elo discrepancies line up, because you have like backpack mid against Montusker or well, OK Bubble Buddy, but then you have Loki Dosi with Kingsland in bottom lane, who is a good bit ahead. And then top lane also like in favor of Raylush is going to be pretty strong, so they'll just have to be really careful where they apply their jungle pressure. I
See,
think Shady Gecko can probably carry though.
one team's gonna be the underdog, and one team's gonna be like King Zone. And I believe underdogs will always trump King Zone.
I just think Chadbo trumps Me6 in any possible scenario except in game one. There's no way that Chadbo doesn't pop their collar and pop Me6's Nexus. It just can't happen. Word on the street is Backpack is going to carry.
That's what I've heard. I don't know many people in this Discord, but in Risen, but I've heard
Do
a lot
we
about Backpack.
know? Has anyone tried force feeding Bubble Buddy some more shots? Have we tried to inhibit our enemy today?
I mean, we could do a test right now.
If you're not sabotaging, you're not trying. Quote me on that. Looks like we're almost ready.
Yeah, just about.
So, what are some picks that we expect to see today? Are we just talking standard stuff like Caitlyn, Trist, Tom Kent?
Do you know any of their mains?
Well, Kingsland's kind of hard to predict because he's like my son. He's gonna play some weird stuff, and you never really know what's gonna come out. I think Loki Dosi just plays, ADCs only play ADCs. It's not like they can really do anything crazy anymore. I'm not too sure about Drum, Shady, and Backpack, but I know Rosen has a really scary Rengar. I know Raylush, or Ralush,
Alright.
however it's pronounced. Yeah.
Bands are coming out.
Oh, here we go.
Starts with the Kaisa ban.
That's probably a really good ban just because it's annoyingly strong right now.
Followed up with the Rengar ban.
Yeah, like another good one to keep Rosen off of his main.
Do you have the link?
I do now. They dropped it in the middle of a big mob of
They dropped
chat
it earlier.
votes. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go, friend. All
Do you
right.
have it, Excel?
I just gave it to him.
Yeah, I just got it.
Good. Now you guys can keep up.
All right, let's see what comes to. Oh, nothing? They banned nothing? Question mark?
They missed their ban. Nice.
Janna ban. Okay, yeah, they did that against. They did that against us yesterday too. All right,
mean,
I
you
want
know.
to see. I want to see Jace or GP here. Oh,
Yeah,
Anivia's good
Anivia
too. I
ban.
forgot. Yeah, yeah. Anivia and Orianna are the two main mid champions for Joe.
And
Jin.
Jin.
coming
So
out
it seems
against
like they're
Loki.
just targeting bot lane right now.
That's a good call. Like Loki's the strongest player on Dominate Force, so you want to try to hold him back and limit what he can do.
So do we expect to see another mid lane ban now?
Yeah.
Yep. Oriana's going to be banned out right now.
That's a really good choice, just because like Orianna adds a lot of pressure to team fight. Ooh, LeBlanc is very spooky though.
All right then. So we get our Well, Backpack doesn't get a chance for redemption on the LeBlanc, but we'll see how Bubble Buddy can play.
I think that's very, very scary for Team Fredboat. I think Backpack needs to play something that can just survive LeBlanc, because if you can kind of make it to the 10-minute mark without giving LeBlanc anything, you're doing all right. And there's the Trundle pickup, probably for jungle, and that's just super contested right now.
So with Trundle being picked up here, I don't really think we'll maybe see a tank jungler, as Trundle kind of just gets free stats off of them. I believe someone did the math the other day, and Trundle can actually make some tanks go to almost 0 resistances. And yeah, there's Lulu and Kha'Zix, so no tanks in the jungle.
Yeah, they don't even. With Lulu, you don't even really need to draft as much of a front line. That's another thing we probably could have talked about with these team comps. Is Slim is like a hardcore Lulu player, and the ADC on the side of Meesix plays a lot of hyper carries, so they can probably draft like a strong peeling top laner, and then like let Slim protect like a Kog'Maw or like a Vayne or something to that effect, and just watch them pop off.
I'm very curious about the TF pick into LeBlanc, though, because it's a pretty volatile matchup if LeBlanc does get an early lead. Morgana, I'm not too surprised to see, as she's pretty much one of the best supports right now in the game. And we see a Kled ban coming out from Fredboat.
Yeah, that's another like favorite champion of Raylush. Caitlyn's a good ban just in general. She's just strong. We're just seeing more and more bot lane.
They are really fearing Loki in this this draft phase.
Rightly so. I think they are missing one champion of Loki's though. Let's see if it comes out.
7
yeah,
seconds
the
left.
TF pick I think is very idealistic though. If he plays it perfectly, then he can just clear the minion wave and roam.
And a Vayne ban. So will we see another AD carrier removed from the table? We have probably the top 3, I'd say, so far. There's still Ezreal open. You still have the likes of Sivir if you want to go that far down, and Varus being taken off. Wow.
What's left?
You got your Ashe. You got your Ezreal.
Show me
Man, they
the
still got Sivir,
Tristana.
right?
Give me Tristana or Sivir.
Yeah, no, Tristana, yeah, that's still good.
Yeah, and there's the Ezreal.
Yeah,
so
there we
going
go.
for a pretty safe pick.
Oh,
Twitch.
yeah, this is a really scary comp that Meesix has.
This is a hi, I'm magically in front of you and now you're dead. Alright, so top is probably going to be the last pick here, and it is going to be the Fiora.
No frontliner. The thing about it is, though, they don't really need a frontline because so far Fredboat hasn't drafted anything that can dive that Meesix backline, so it just doesn't. The damage they have is enough, probably, and Fredboat doesn't have any peel either, so Meesix, with those assassin picks they have, is probably a lot better off so far in the draft.
And the Ornn's going to come out. So which team comp are you going to give it off to? Because I personally think that Meesix's team comp looks pretty much better. Fiora will be able to side lane against Ornn. Kha'Zix will probably be able to make some picks early if anyone's ever out of position. LeBlanc TF can go either or. It depends on how both of them can play it. And I think, personally, I think bot lane just is a ticking time bomb for Twitch.
Yeah, the Meesix draft is just objectively stronger. I think with the skill discrepancy between Bubble Buddy and Backpack, I think LeBlanc's probably going to pop off. In theory, TF can wave clear and then just roam side waves, but that's asking for an awful lot. Fiora will be able to kill Ornn at pretty much every stage of the game. And I think in terms of junglers, Kha'Zix is a much more potent ganker early on when these plays will matter, because Meeseeks wants to get ahead early. I think they scale well too, which is what makes the comp so scary. But they're strong early, and they're gonna be strong late, just because they picked better scaling, in my opinion.
You also have to think about the vision, because now we only have one red trinket, so and Kha'Zix pretty much ignores Think Words thanks to his ultimate, so we can see Kha'Zix probably get into a lot of places. We'll have maybe deep vision, look for easy picks with LeBlanc. Meeseeks is a very scary team comp if it starts snowballing. I do think that maybe Fredbolt can claw their way back in if they do play it properly with the TF ultimate, but again, it's like I said, they have to play very perfectly if they want to be able to beat this Meeseeks team composition.
Yeah, it's just gonna be very, very much about coordination. If Trundle and Ornn can do a really good job of peeling for the backline, then Ezreal will be able to poke them down, but like LeBlanc has to go completely kill starved for the first 10 or 15 minutes. And like Twitch is always going to be a danger. Like Twitch can run around the backline and flank and maybe just pop everybody. They'll have to do really well with their vision and really well with their map awareness. Gosh, look at all those EDC bans. That's so rough.
I mean, in the EU finals, Reckless, I believe, had 5 ADC bans towards him, and he still stomped. Me too. I don't know how much people here in Twitch chat actually watch EU at least.
Yeah, they gave him the Reckless special. Man, I am kind of surprised to see King's Land on such a meta support pick. It is strong, but I don't think I've ever seen him play anything normal before. Oh, man, this will be a really good game though. I'm excited to see if Loki will pop off, or if it'll be okay Bubble Buddy just deleting people. What do you think the jungle paths are going to be for these two?
Personally, I mean, it really depends on what the team wants to accomplish early. If maybe one team comp wants to let the bot lane get an early level 2, they'll start on the opposite side. I think Kha'Zix can pretty much do whatever he wants. If he wants to start on the blue side, he can. Or if he wants to start on the red side, it's okay. Really, I think what I would want to see is him maybe get Fury ahead early and just enable her to be like, hey, we have a split pusher now, Ornn can't deal with her, so you need to send more resources up to deal with her. And then in that way, the bottom side of the map doesn't really have as much pressure for Trundle. As for Trundle, he can kind of I mean, I guess Trundle's gonna start bot side. I feel like maybe blue's pretty important for him for his early clears. He's not gonna clear, I think, as fast as Kha'Zix will, but he will have healthy clears, so.
Yeah. Do you foresee any invades here? I don't think it would be a bad idea for Fredboat to try to walk into the enemy jungle with the Morgana and the TF. As long as TF holds his ability, he can like take the yellow card first if they have that like lockdown from Morgana.
Yeah, I feel like the Morgana TF level 1s are very strong. I feel like Meeseeks probably has to respect that a lot. If Fredboat also wants to, they can also scout to see where Kha'Zix is and kind of predict where he's going to be around the 3 to 4 minute mark. So I feel like early game is going to be pretty important for Fredboat to know where Kha'Zix is, because if they don't keep an eye on him, he's going to snowball this game out of control for definitely either Fiora or maybe even LeBlanc. But I think LeBlanc typically should be fine.
And which lanes do you think are gonna have gank priority? If you were Kha'Zix or Trundle, who would you be trying to protect or get ahead?
if I was Kha'Zix, again, it'd probably be Fiora. I would want her just to be able to get ahead of Orin because most of Orin's trade patterns are if he W's you, he's going to follow up with an auto attack and that's going to knock you up for Fiora riposte. If he Qs and then E's, another riposte. So I feel like if you get Fiora ahead, most of Orin's combos can't really be done. As for Trundle, I think Trundle kind of just wants to look to counter gank and just protect his lanes. I don't really think he can enable too much, but if he were to try, maybe it would be in the bottom lane. But again, it's very hard for him to gank a Lulu lane because you get polyed and that's pretty much it. Unless you'll enter a really good pillar into a binding, but again, Fredbolt's composition's asking you to play a lot more perfectly, as for me, 6 is just we play this out and we're ticking time bombs.
Yeah, I think the play for Trundle is to just kind of provide vision for TF. If TF can get a control ward in his bottom side, then Trundle can give him one on the top side and just try to keep him safe. He'll have a hard enough time against LeBlanc as it is, much less if Kha'Zix gets involved. But Trundle and Ornn have really good gank synergy because Trundle can pillar, so Ornn can headbutt, so they can combo pretty well. So you can look to gank there, and bot lane's like kind of gankable, but like meh. The big play I want to see here, I want to see Slim's Lulu polymorph Ornn so he can't headbutt his ult back.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
want that big one.
so if we're just looking at, you know, keystones here and the runes, everything.
No
No.
keystones, only game. There is only League of Legends.
There's only League of Legends. So we see the spellbook from Backpack. So he also has started with Exhaust, so he doesn't want to get level 2'd all in by the LeBlanc. And then maybe he switches over to TP later on, or even Barrier Cleanse.
I think he has the right idea, but I think he would have been better served by Barrier than Exhaust, just because if he's in range to exhaust LeBlanc, he's probably already
In range to die.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good thought though.
So it seems like Me6 is doing a standard standard fan out. We see Fredbolt right now sitting in the river right now, seeing if maybe they're gonna go for a level 1 just to check maybe where Kha'Zix is starting. I don't think he should be in too much trouble.
They got him.
Oh, they got him.
Yo, TF
Okay.
got the flash yellow card, and he's
And
just
that
gonna
is-
go down for free. Nice start.
First blood for the Trundle. Alright, so I feel like there should have been a little bit more wards, because I know that you expect them to come from river, but there's always that one narrow passage from the mid where you don't have vision of. Maybe they could have sent somebody mid to just sit in the middle and see if anyone was walking down, but
Yeah, I think Kha'Zix just had to be a little bit more ready to respect that flash Q from Morgana. So, I mean, ultimately it is just a little bit of gold. It's not like it's gonna slow Kha'Zix's clear down, but putting that onto Trundle's, like, definitely not optimal. Ooh, blue card from Backpack, and he's gonna take a little damage for that.
alright. So again, right now, we set it in Champ Select, we set it during like the loading screen. We want to be able to see Me6 really push for the early game. We want to see Fredbolt to see if maybe they can hang on and look to mid game.
Got some
Because
good trades going on here between Relush and Drumskill. Relush definitely getting the better end of it. He might kill Drumskill here, and he's going to go down with the dash, and Flash from Fiora gets him out alive. Trundle's going
there's
in
the
on
flash.
Kha'Zix and gets the flash bite. God, poor Kha'Zix, man. He's having a rough time.
I really feel like he should have just respected the Trundle and flashed away. Even if you were to burn the flash, it's still better than being down. The gold lead is... This Kha'Zix's going to be put pretty far behind in the early game.
Yeah, he's gonna have a hard time getting back into this game, mostly because he's been punished. Well, he got punished before red buff, and he got punished at blue buff, which is, if nothing else, pretty tilting. I do like that Misik seems to be doing a pretty good job with getting their vision set up. We don't have that much from Fredboat right now, but bot lane's kind of under turret, so they're doing alright. They don't need it, but Ornn definitely needs to start setting something up, because Kha'Zix has to play on that side of the map.
Yeah. It's an Ocean Drake right now. Oh, there's the flash from LeBlanc.
Yeah, TF has the yellow card. I don't think he's going to be able to get out of here. He should go down.
Yeah.
There it is.
All right, so we again, we said it earlier, TF has to play this lane pretty much perfectly in order to prevent LeBlanc from snowballing. Now that we see the first kill from LeBlanc, do we expect this to snowball out of control?
Yes, 100%. Oh, we have some trade going down here in the bot lane. Twitch does manage to get a lot of stacks onto Ezreal, and he's going to hit the expunge. Loki Dosti went very low there, and he's pretty low on mana. He does have like a pot ticking, so he'll be okay. Bless Kleptomancy, but he's in kind of a bad spot. They're going to need some jungle attention here pretty soon. Trundle is coming into the mid lane though. TF does not have flash for the yellow card. Oh wait, but Loki Dosi's being brought low in the bot lane, and he's gonna get out alive, and so will Slim. It looks like nothing ended up coming from that gank in mid. They did blow the duplication.
So that's about 4 summoners burned in the bottom lane. Twitch has all his summoners down, and Loki has his heal down. Morgana has her ignite down. Flashes are still up for the Fredboat duo though. Lulu still has her exhaust as well, and her flash. And they're trading top lane.
Yeah, they're just kind of poking each other. If they can't overcommit just yet, Drumskill's going to be a little more respectful from here on out.
The bind-in lands in the bottom lane, and exhaust goes down, so that's another one down. There's only the flash left for the duo in the bottom lane.
And at this point, that has to be getting communicated to the jungler, because they do have a ward there, but TF's coming up on his level 6 here pretty soon, and the jungler should be able to 4-man with TF, but it looks like Backpack's looking to just stroll on down here and place the yellow card, which is pretty bold. No, he's gonna go ahead and back out. There we go. It's not like he had anything better to do. He can't be
okay, in the
but
top
Relish
lane,
is maybe gonna go down here? Nope, he does get out.
Barely.
He swerves on out.
I could have really swung the lane because it would have bought Drum a little bit more time. Maybe you could have gotten, his Ninja Tab buys a little bit earlier, and maybe you could have gotten like a Bramble Vest. But here we see another trade mid lane.
No. Backpack, my son.
Yeah.
Just
Backpack is not having a fun lane right now.
Yeah, I don't know. He picked himself into a corner. The TF pick was really sketchy. But there's only so much you can do against LeBlanc right now.
What picks would you have preferred to see come out? Galio, maybe?
Galio. Like, you don't even have to be a good Galio to play Galio. It looks like Trundle's coming in on mid lane, though. He might be able to do something, but Kha'Zix is there for the counter gank. Pillar comes out, and Trundle's going to get pretty low from the LeBlanc damage, and they're just going to walk away. Yeah,
what this does do is it buys a bit of pressure, or a bit of pressure for Backpack to just be able to farm, because if the lane had stayed the way it was, definitely he wouldn't be able to have walked up to the lane.
Yeah, it's just like a little greeting card from the jungler, like, hey, thinking about you. LeBlanc going in on Backpack, gonna have to flash away, but Backpack's at least gonna get to leave with his life. Big thing right now, Kha'Zix is 2 levels behind Trundle.
Yeah, it's the jungle discrepancy is definitely getting there from the first 2 kills. I mean, I feel like Kha'Zix is doing the right thing by protecting his lanes, but I really feel like he should just be staying in the jungle and trying to catch back up right now, because he really wants that level 6.
That is the right call, and the fact that he's been relegated to that is just proof of how well Fredboat played that early game. They found Kha'Zix in his jungle, and then they found him again, and they've made it so that he can't do anything aggressive, and their team is free to just kind of scale up. Another fight coming in here with Relish and Drumskill. Drumskill does get the knock up, and he's going to call in the ult, so he's going all in.
Oh, the parry!
Fiora parries the ult. Drumskill's gonna stay on, but I think he's dead here. The vitals are gonna get him killed. Is the healing enough? It is. Raylish is gonna stay alive and get out.
I will
Almost.
commend that to Drumskill for trying his best in that situation, but again, you have almost 3 abilities that can be easily. Oh, here
Backpack's
comes the
coming
top
in with
lane.
the ult. He does have the yellow card, but Fiora's gonna get out, so they're not gonna be rewarded with anything here, and TF definitely can't push for tower.
Wait,
The
there's an
Israel
Ezreal
ult's coming
ultimate.
top. I don't think so.
Uh,
Good
goes
thought.
close to-
And
yeah, so
Ornn's
that's-
TPing back to cover mid, so
So-
they're not gonna take any huge punishment for that roam, other
So-
than not having the cooldowns.
Now we see 2 globals down. The TF ultimate's down, and the TP from Orin's down. Do we see a play being made?
We
Oh.
see Backpack's health bar disappearing. That's what we see.
Yeah, this is. Whew.
I mean, all things considered, Backpack's only died once, so like
Yeah.
that's not too bad. I thought this would really go out of control, and he's done the right thing by being out of lane as much as possible.
So if we just take a look at CS all over the board, the only real difference is in the jungle right now. Every lane's pretty much been going, I'd say, rather even in CS so far. It's just we see a 2-kill Fiora so far that's probably ready to take over this game. Twitch is just doing perfectly fine in the bottom lane, and we know Twitch is going to outscale Ezreal by the 3-item mark.
Yeah, like, oh,
Oh.
here goes LeBlanc onto the
Oh.
Backpack again. She misses the chain, so Backpack is gonna get to live, and she blows her ignite, so she won't have that for another few minutes, which means Backpack can be just a touch safer in lane. He's still definitely a death risk. Kha'Zix is looking at this bot lane, thinking they're pretty tasty.
But the exhaust
I
is also
don't know if they're
down.
gonna grab him. Yeah, he's just gonna jump away. He has to respect it.
Oh,
Relush gets the ult onto.
is
Oh,
he
sorry,
gonna-
gets ulted on too.
that's the flash from
Trundle,
Shady.
they are gonna have to disengage. Backpack gets the yellow card onto OK Bubble Buddy. Nothing should happen here, and it looks like the bot fight is disengaged as well.
It is chaos all over the map. We see Backpack had to burn his exhaust from the all-in from the LeBlanc, but LeBlanc burned all of her summoner spells. We see that flash got burned from the Trundle.
Yeah,
Everywhere-
it's really
everywhere's just
inconsiderate. I would appreciate it if they would just fight one at a time to make my life easier. I feel like they're being very selfish right now. Alright, so almost at the 11-minute mark here, and we have a very negligible gold lead of roughly 750 gold in favor of Fredboat. Like nothing crazy, just because there haven't been any like game-throwing team fights yet. But it's kind of hard to say where that big fight will happen, because nobody really wants to get aced over an Ocean Drake. So people don't tend to commit to that hard. We're probably just going to be looking at an overextension in the bot lane and looking for a cross-map play, or they're just going to keep slowly whittling down top.
I kind of want to see Fredboat maybe try and get some.
Oh,
of the
Fiora's
vision
going to find
control.
Trundle here at the Rift Herald, but they at least get the Herald, if nothing else.
Oh
And
boy.
Backpack's coming in to help with it. Fiora parries the yellow card, goes in on
Oh,
Trundle.
boy.
Trundle's going to be brought really low here. He's trying to collect the plants, but it's not going to be enough. Really, she's going to grab him and get knocked up by Ornn.
Here's LeBlanc.
Ornn applies Brittle, and Fiora gets taken down by the by Ornn, but Backpack got that yellow card. Good for him. LeBlanc's coming up the river, and it looks like she's going to find Backpack.
I still think that trade is. Oh, never mind. We still, we still
Just have
fighting.
to respect the yellow card. We do have the fight still going on in top lane. LeBlanc's going for the kill, but can't quite get onto it. She does
That's
lock down Ornn, but all that means is that they can walk away.
Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Ezreal goes down to an all-in from Twitch and Lulu.
That's
Ooh, this is gonna be pretty bad for the bot side of the map, because if this Twitch does get ahead early, it's gonna be so tough, and it looks like they're just gonna dive onto Morgana.
Oh, goodbye. Good try, friend. Looks like Slim's out. She does burn ultimate.
LeBlanc's
The
looking.
cooldown's so short it doesn't even matter. Backpack does have to pop his stopwatch here, but it's anything to not feed LeBlanc. And it looks like they're going to be ganging up on Drumskill's Warren, I don't know if Backpack's going to be able to help him. Never mind, he
There's the
flashes out.
flash.
He's all right. Are they pursuing this in top?
Oh.
Yes, they are. Relish he's going under, but LeBlanc tried to get the pick off, but couldn't quite get it. The ult doesn't find anyone, but the knockup does. Relish goes down, and it looks like they're still trying to pick up that kill onto Ornn. Meanwhile, in bot lane, Ezreal got a shutdown onto Twitch.
Yeah, Trundle got Twitch. Trundle got Twitch very low, and I believe Ezreal's ultimate killed him.
LeBlanc's still here in top lane, gets
Oh, boy.
killed by Drumskill, and Kha'Zix picks it up on the other end.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're right. They are being a little bit inconsiderate and just fighting all over the map right now.
It's really rude. I'm gonna have to talk to them about it after this game.
But we do see that they've used the Rift Herald onto bottom lane to get them out of that matchup, and they're trying to accelerate the game. Ocean Drake is still free for them if they want to take it, and I'm very sure that every lane would like to have a little bit of regen. So we see now that bot has to clear out the Rift Herald. They get a free Ocean Drake. Will we see a different Drake? What are we getting for the next one? We are getting a Cloud Drake. The NA
Fun.
special.
That's the Vape Drake. You have to have that. Yeah, I think the highest value of taking Ocean Drake is removing it so that you can get a better one.
Yeah,
You do have Relish and Drumskill going at each other again in top lane, and Drumskill's starting to get the better end of these trades.
Ninja Tablai's Bramble Vest. An auto attacker's worst nightmare.
Anti-Shin. Where's that Bomby Cinder? Show me the Bomby Cinder. Trundle's gonna find Slim here, and I don't know if she can get out.
Oh,
Backpack's
boy.
coming in with the ultimate. He's not quite gonna be in range of the yellow card, and the Twitch slow is gonna keep them off of his Lulu.
Flash is still down for both Backpack and Shady, so they weren't able to follow up with that. So that's TF ultimate down. But I do like that Fredbolt has definitely been like in this. They haven't just like rolled over. They've been playing pretty aggressively as well. Oh boy.
Yeah, that was pretty good by Backpack, just keeping a level head and waiting for that yellow card, because that did mean that LeBlanc couldn't follow through. His Backpack's team was right there.
So
Great
far
thing.
we're 15 minutes into the game. All these builds seem, pretty standard. We see Twitch going for crit, LeBlanc's gone. Hold that thought.
Oh, Bubble Buddy gets the chain onto Loki Dosi, and Kha'Zix cannot quite get the kill through the flash. Backpack, however, is in trouble. Trundle are coming out to try to protect him, but it's not enough. Forward on the back line with the Twitch ult, but he can't quite get any pickups. And it looks like they're probably going to clear this, and there's not an objective on the map for them to take other than pushing a turret, but I don't think they're going to grab anything else. They're
Twitch's
just going to have
health
to settle
bar.
for the kills.
I do like that Backpack had gone Rod of Ages. I feel like that was definitely the... Oh, boy.
Ooh, good snare by King's Land, but he is going to go down here for being a little bit too close to LeBlanc, which is
And that's
a
the
crime
TP from
punishable
TF.
by deletion. Yeah, the Rod of Ages is a necessary item for TF. He doesn't get to rush Lich Bane against LeBlanc. He would get deadered. That extra health is essential. So Trundle's gonna be seen here, and I wish he would like walk and check the other bush while he was there, but he's not going to. Kha'Zix coming in. Backpack has the legendary blue card, and he's just gonna throw it at the tower.
Shout out to Reggie.
Is that him? Is that TSM Reginald? In our good Christian community?
I
Twitch
would
is
like
gonna
to
pick up
see...
the fat bot wave.
I would like to see Fredbolt get some sweepers. Like, I know that they have it on Morgana, but I would like to see maybe Shady pick it up. Maybe even TF would pick it up. Just try and deny some vision, look for picks. Try and be as proactive as they can. They really want to try and get this game. Oh boy.
That's just spooky. Through the spell shield, half of... I
Three
wonder if
minutes.
he's maxing the spell shield, because at this point he should be putting points into it.
He's maxing it second so far.
That's good. 'Cause I mean, like, as long as he's prioritizing it soon. A little bit more trading coming out between Drumskill and Revolution top. We have
Well,
Trundle Oh, Backpack lands the yellow card on the LeBlanc, and Trundle might get the kill here. No, Lulu ult comes out to save the LeBlanc. Force coming around with the ult. Kingsland gonna go low, and I think he might go down. He does. Trundle's on Twitch, but it's not gonna kill him, and Trundle's gonna get to walk away. Backpack
Ezreal's
might
here
get the
now.
yellow card onto Twitch, but nope. No, okay. Twitch burns heal, and they all walk away.
It is so hard to dive onto a team, especially when they have a LeBlanc,
but
and
Backpack
there is.
stepped up too far and got picked. Oh, my son. My other son. I have a lot of children, apparently.
You must be a proud father.
Oh, absolutely. I love most of my children equally.
Well, we didn't get to see the Hutchinson special, but we do get to see oh.
It's like the evolved version, I think. Loki does pick up the kill here, and he's gonna go down to Lulu, the Lulu burst. I was kind of hoping that Slim might go Chad Lulu, because full AP Lulu is pretty busted right now. They haven't nerfed Lulu's numbers for a while, so it's
Well,
pretty strong.
I think Drum was definitely listening to us, although he hasn't done it in like the correct order, but you know, he got his Bambi Cinder eventually.
Well, if he's not listening to us, then he's inting. Alright, they're gonna clear vision here on the bot side and probably make. They're gonna look to make a play for this Drake. I like that they went and set up their wards a good bit ahead of time. That way they don't have to try to fight for that vision later. Rosen's gonna come in and clear out some of it, but maybe they can make a pick here around the control ward.
Again, I want to see a little bit more sweepers. I think two control wards. You know, everybody. You know, I mean, Ezreal can sell a pot. I want to see control wards in everybody's inventory. I like seeing when the map has a bunch of pink wards. I get flamed for by my supports when I don't have a pink ward on the map.
And
Is
you
that-
should be flamed. You deserve it. I think that is kind of a thing that people sort of had to adjust to. Oh wait, we have the
Oh,
Ornal coming down
boy.
onto Ford Fusion. Backpack comes down too. He does land the stun. This should be
Lulu's here though.
quite reach him. Morgana's coming
Oh.
around with the snare. If Lulu flashes out of it,
Respecting the Morgana definitely.
LeBlanc tries to come around the back, but can't really get to them safely, which is a good call by her to disengage.
I just want to bring this up. We have our Cinder Hulk Kha'Zix in this game.
Huh.
That's
so we do.
and there's
Drumstill gets caught out here and gets comboed by LeBlanc, Kha'Zix, and Lulu. That's just not pretty, which means they don't have a front line for this fight anymore, and Ford's just going to try to come around and...
Ezreal's also top side. They don't have their AD carry.
Yeah, that's
So this is going to
unfortunate.
be a 1-for-1.
I guess the thinking was just that Ornn was more valuable to team fights than Ezreal.
So it is going to be an Ocean Drake next.
Well, LeBlanc gets the chain onto Trundle and locks him down, but he does have the ult, so he's going to survive. Fiora gets ulted too. She's also going to get out. Ford brought low here, so this might mean that they can't push mid. They might have to stall out this push.
Ooh.
Ford lives on the edge, man.
Fighting back and forth. Not as a bloody game as I would have, thought it would be, but it's oh.
Oh, good try
Yeah.
by Loki.
Live it on the edge. For Fusion.
Is that also a car? Is there a Ford Edge? I think there is. I missed a pun.
Is there an edge? I feel like there would be an
I could
edge. I
be
feel like when
ashamed.
you're a car company, you have like
Ooh,
Oh,
good job
boy.
popping the LeBlanc passive there by Loki. Alright, TF has his flash up, so we can look for that flash yellow card play to come out. Meanwhile, we do have Ornn in the bot lane, just kind of pushing that out. I really want to see... I want to see them force this mid turret down on the side of Fred Boat, because it's pretty low. It's
gather
not gonna-
everybody in the mid lane, just or an ulted. I mean,
Yeah,
they
like
can use
Ornn doesn't even need to fully walk up there. He can just kind of stroll up river and toss his ult and then come back down to fight Fiora.
Yep.
But here it comes. He's going to be using it on Fiora. She's going to parry it. That's going to be a lot of Ornn's utility down. LeBlanc going in on Ezreal in the mid lane. She's going to die for trying to dive. The fight's still going on in bot, and Drumskill gets the better of it. But Rosen has arrived, and he might be picking up Drumskill. Cooldowns are off, and it looks like Drum might actually be scaring off Rosen here. I don't think Rosen has the damage despite
Remember,
the
this is-
isolation.
This is a Cinderhall Kha'Zix. The damage isn't there. Meanwhile,
It is,
for
and he has
Ornn,
to
it's...
flash out.
Oh boy, this is not looking good for me, 6. When you're jungler and you're
Flash play by Drum skill almost gets him. They do take top turret, very good use of map pressure. And I still want to see them take this mid turret while 2 people are dead. Just go take it.
Seems like they're just looking for Baron
Slim's gonna
control
die
right
here.
now.
They have the flash if they need it, but they don't. Looks like TF's gonna get the stun card, and that should be enough. Loki Dosi.
Oh,
Raylush
Oh.
TP'd in and gets
this
eaten
might-
by Trundle. That's ugly. Ooh, the flash
what-
yellow card coming out from backpack. LeBlanc can only she duplicated out. So
So that's gonna
She
be a
had to
tier
burn her
3
ult.
tower.
that's not a
Perfect.
huge cooldown. But they're gonna get this tier 2, and hopefully they'll wrap back around for. Honestly, they could probably Baron.
Yeah, Baron is a real possibility right now. Kha'Zix can't go anywhere near it. He still has the
Also-
fear.
Ornn in the bot lane. Meanwhile,
Yeah, Ornn literally looked at Fear and just like, look, I'm gonna be the split pusher now. You can go team fight.
ooh, backpack gets the yellow card onto Bubble Buddy, and Bubble Buddy's gonna have to walk away. I really. He kind of has to stick around to defend this mid though.
And they're gonna get the mid tower, so eventually they did force their way through.
And they got the bot tower. So that ended up being like a 2-tower play. What's the gold lead at now? They have roughly like
5-6K.
Yeah. Math is hard. Don't ever
But we-
do it, kids.
But we also have to talk about that. For me, 6, they have no towers at all, but that's still gold on the map for them. Fiora is slowly getting her way to the 2-item power spike. She's gonna be going. I'm hoping that she ends up going Black Cleaver, but once she reaches that spike, I still don't think she'll be able to fight the Ornn, because Ornn has his upgraded Sunfire cape. He's got the Thorn Mail. He's got Ninja Tab Eyes. Ornn's ready to just.
Yeah, Ornn got ahead early, so Fiora's in.
Oh, boy.
Backpack coming in with the ult, but he doesn't have the flash this time around, and he kind of put. Oh, but he does manage to get it onto Slim. Slim stepped a little too close there, and she has to blow
Trundle's
flash.
here.
Trundle gets the pillar in front of her, and they're going in. Snare lands on her, and she should go down. Backpack picks up the kill.
Ford's low, and Lulu just got killed. This is time
Right.
for Baron.
Ornn has TP. Get that Baron, or I will be under your bed tonight. Are they gonna pick off LeBlanc? And she does pop the blast cone. Don't chase the LeBlanc. Just take the Baron. Pretty please. Well, they actually should probably defend mid. Just kidding. I'm a feeder.
I mean, maybe they're probably just scared because Twitch still has his ultimate available, but it seems like they're just looking for another pick before the Baron.
Shady Gecko has been on point with these pillars. The Ornn ult's gonna come in to initiate, and it's gonna find both Raylush and Rosen. Twitch ult's coming out, and he's spraying and praying. So does the Redemption on the backline. Ford Fusion gets caught out by the Trundle and goes down to Loki Dosi. It looks like they have the lockdown on Fiora, but they can't finish it off. All the carries for Chad Boat are pretty low right now, but it looks like they are going to continue sieging this up for just a little.
Twitch
Now they're
is
going to
just-
rotate to Baron.
Twitch is still not at that power spec where he wants to be. He wants to have maybe an Infinity Edge, 2 Zeal items, and a Last Whisper, but
He's pretty close. He's doing decent damage. They need to look to wrap this game up pretty quickly.
Once Twitch reaches that items, I do feel like Meeseeks will be stronger, but as of right now, Fredbolt seems to be in the driver's seat.
Don't fully peel off.
Oh boy. And it seems
Backpack
like
went in. He got the stun onto Kha'Zix. I think he's gonna die here though. Yeah, the Slim's Lulu ult comes out and buffs Rosen up.
is there
they
a
might
smite
find
in the Baron
Trundle?
pit right now?
They got
Oh,
the
boy.
Baron? Trundle picked up the Kha'Zix as well. Ornn's probably gonna die here though. LeBlanc Chain comes out. There's really nothing he can do. Yeah, okay, Bubble Buddy picks that one up. They should grab top here if they are smart.
So it seems like LeBlanc's gonna go get top. Maybe they see if they can get mid and transition into Ocean Drake. That was a very messy fight, but at the end of the day, it's 8K, about 6, 7. Yeah, it's about a 6k gold lead.
Still calculating.
I'm still calculating because towers are going down. Math is-
I'm running the
math is hard.
numbers. It's gonna be another Ocean Drake, which makes everyone sad at this stage in the game. Nobody really cares.
I wanted 3 Infernal Drakes. I feel like 3 Infernal Drakes is just like the I want to see you team fight 24/7.
This is actually just gonna cleanly go over to Me6. Like not a huge deal.
Another Cloud Drake next.
You know, it's not a liability to have. Yeah, that's perfect. Then they can both have an ocean and a cloud. Look at that game balance. For once, Riot did it.
You mean you didn't miss the release of Zoe?
Yeah, Zoe's balanced. Kai'Sa's balanced. New Swain was super. Yeah, was balanced.
How are you enjoying Irelia so far?
I'm not. Trundle Pillar bumps Relush, but he just has to kind of dash out of there. He's fine. Shady Gecko's been doing really well with these Trundle Pillars.
Yeah. Alright, so Baron's up. Where do we see them look?
They need to have Ornn split pushing, but I think now that, yeah, it looks like they're going to do it. Now that top's going to be pushing for them, they're going to send TF mid to run a 1-4, or a 0-4-1 rather. And I think that's the best play for them. They have a decent poke with the Ezreal, and there's not a lot that Me6 can do to answer it. Backpack ulting in just to be here, it looks like. He's using his ult as an Uber. LeBlanc tries to get the chain onto him, but she has to break leash because she would have deaded.
This tower's gonna fall very, very low. I don't know how much... They can probably just grab mid and then transition into the bot side. Ornn's getting
yeah,
that
another
big
good
push.
pillar. Relush is caught, but he does manage to parry the snare. Super good by Relush. If he had caught that snare, he would have died. Looks like they're sending Kha'Zix and Fiora down to fight Drumskill. I don't know how this goes for them. Drumskill got the knockup on both. Looks like he's calling in the ult. They can't do anything to stop him from ulting. They can only do the...
Red team's starting to move down to bot lane.
And Trundle's gonna be down here. This is gonna be a double kill for Fredboat. And oh, Trundle just tried to do the flash play. Loki picks up the kill onto Fiora. LeBlanc coming back in, has to leave immediately. Twitch managed to pick up a kill onto Ornn, so both top laners are out of the equation. Loki ease over and grabs the Twitch, and he looks like he might be going for Rosen. Oh my gosh, that was amazing!
Triple kill for the Ezreal. This could be the end of the game here.
That was wild. Great peel by Chadboat. Good stuff, guys. They have a really huge wave top as well, so as soon as they get this inhib, they can go take that for free. Or they can just look to end.
I think they're just gonna end the game here. They have 20 seconds on Kha'Zix.
I don't know if they can end just yet. No, not since they hesitated. They might have been able to if they all committed, but...
I think what they did was they listened to you and they're just like, oh yeah, top lane is there. We just grab up the top lane.
No, don't listen to me. I'm bad.
Alright, so if you were Me6 right now, what would be the way for you to get back into this game?
First of all, gross. Second of all, it's sort of hard to say. Ornn's gotten really tanky. They really just need a pick. They have to get vision back in their jungle, and they have to set up a pick. There's really no other way. They have this assassin comp where they have like LeBlanc and Kha'Zix, and Twitch is the probably, well, now that Kai'Sa's out, the second closest thing to an assassin that ADCs have. So their comp is not really into team fighting, whereas the Fredboat comp is, and they keep taking these team fights, and it's just going on a lot longer than they want. So they just have to get vision and try to pick off like Loki Dosi or Backpack, preferably Loki.
Well, as we were just talking, Twitch has hit the three crit items. He has his last whisper. It's not, the Lord Dominic's, but he has reach there. So if
We are going to see the Backpack ult come down. He's got the yellow card. Really
nice
parry.
parry.
So he's going to be okay, but he can't parry the snare, so he's going to go down here to Loki. LeBlanc pops over the wall, tries to pick up Loki, but she can't quite do it. Trundle's moving forward. It looks like they're going to go for this bot tower. Ornn's split pushing top. LeBlanc's still hovering around the side, but they do see her. Ezreal fires the ult, so LeBlanc's definitely gonna have to mind her own business and
This
recall.
this is gonna be a dead tower.
This
They're just
tower's down. It looks like they're going in on Twitch. Loki tried Twitch, but can't quite get him down
Oh,
because the
here's
Lulu ult comes
Drum.
out. Drumskill's on the back line. He's not going to be able to finish any of them off, but he's going to be able to zone them. Lulu polymorph the ult.
I
Called it.
think
Good
Shady
job,
is I think Shady just trolled Drum a
Loki
little
ends
bit
up
there.
getting locked down here and picked off, but I think this is GG. The super should wrap it up. Yo, good stuff, Chad Boat. Man, good game. What are your thoughts, man?
I thought that this game basically, I want to say that this game was going pretty even, but I feel like when Kha'Zix got behind, it kind of shaped the game as it was. Trundle was going around being more proactive. I don't agree with the Cinderhulk on Kha'Zix. I feel like you just go man mode AD and you just look to one shot somebody, because if you're not one shotting somebody on Kha'Zix, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah, it's just kind of one of those things where you have to accept what happened to you and just say like, well, I'm behind, but I still have to build into the bug I could one day be. You can't let go of your damaged dream.
Because with Kha'Zix 2 levels down in the early game, Trundle was able to hit 6 first. He went to go and help bot lane. They killed off Twitch, used the Rift Herald, accelerated bottom lane, got them out of that rough lane phase. In the top lane, I honestly thought Relush was going to be able to just beat up the Ornn, but instead it ended up being the other way around. Ornn got really far ahead and ended up 1v2 in, so...
Yeah. So, MVP in that game, who would you pass that out to?
I want to give it up to Drum, but I think Shady went around and enabled a lot of the map. So I kind of want to give it to Shady for that one. What about you?
I would agree with giving it to Shady. He played the jungle really well, and he made a lot of picks with this pillar. He made a lot of things possible. Everyone played well around each other. They punched me in the mouth for saying that I thought they were going to lose, which makes me happy. So, but yeah, great play by everybody. I think we're going to take a short break here and get into the next game.